Do you want to hear some good news about your competitor? They have declined to take up our offer to help them to get onto page 1 of Google rankings. My name is Lee Werrell from Let's Talk Social Media, and we specialise in getting people onto the first page of Google in their local area. Firstly, let me tell you about the 4 numbers you should be aware of. These are potentially costing you a lot of money. 74.54, 83, 5.5 and 2. Let me explain. The 74.54 is the percentage of internet searches that Google controls each year. The 83 is the percentage of Google searches that never go past page 1. The 5.5 being the rough percentage of people that search pages 2 and 3, over and above the 83 that never pass page 1. At Let's Talk Social Media, we've been researching websites in the local area and noticed that Accountant Southampton has a number of Google AdWords at the top. Big companies, they can afford to throw the money to these advertising campaigns, which is great if you know what you're doing. In the local searches, which are the next section, Google's placed Rothmans, Roger Smallman and Power Accountex, which is important because a lot of searches on mobile devices won't go past these. However, if we look at the organic searches further down, we have Smallman and Rothmans mentioned there. PowerTax incidentally doesn't actually appear until page 13, but we have a number of other companies which I'm sure you know about. But to look for your company, we have to go to page 2. So on page 2 we have a number of AdWords again, and these companies have to share those researchers who bother to go onto page 2 or 3 and share them out accordingly. So what does this mean? This effectively means that the top 3 or 4 positions, or 11 to 14, typically get the lion's share of the 5.5%. So ultimately, with most people stopping on page 1, they're unlikely to even find you, let alone see what you have to offer on your website. We can help you get your website onto the first page of Google. We can do this by tweaking some parts of your website's back end and enhancing your website's authority and relevance. And we do this through search engine optimization, or SEO, as you may have heard it called. What happens once you're on page 1? Well, as you probably know, the internet is constantly evolving, and if you want us to keep you there, we have strategies for dynamically keeping you on the front page, almost embedding you there and into the top 3 pack on the Google local search maps. And these are important because on mobile devices, very few searchers actually go past these. There is, of course, a but. Let's Talk Social Media are only working with one company in your profession. For obvious reasons, this is in each localized area, and the timer on this video shows how long you have left to respond before we move on to the next company down our list, just as we have done before. So, call the number below today. In summary, if you want more incoming leads for business, more customers, maximize the return on your website and advertising, and more profits, call the number below or email us today on the email address you were contacted on.